Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone, wherever you're watching this and whenever you're watching this. I'm Legend of Des, and today I have a very special guest, Anya. How are you, Anya?
Hi, I'm doing good. Very happy to be here, Des.
Good, good. Um, so Anya, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from? How long have you been playing Tekken?
Okay, so I'm from Mexico. I've been playing Tekken literally my whole life since I was a toddler. Of course, I was just mashing and stuff, but I started with Tekken 2 on the PS1. But I was baby still and I was just mashing. And I started competing in Tekken Tag 2 on 2012.
Mhm.
So that's been about 9 years or so.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very long time. That's really good though. I mean, that means that you built up a lot of skill and muscle memory and everything from fighting. That's really good. I mean, I've only started playing Tekken competitively since Tekken 7's release, but I've also
Oh,
played
wow.
like mashing and stuff from Tag 1, but I never knew what I was doing anyway. So it's good that you've been around for such a long time. Now, I know you are part of the Latin America community with the Tekken scene. So, what is it? Tell us more about that. Like, what is it like there? How competitive are people there and everything? Give us the details.
Okay, well, I think it varies a lot. Some Latin American communities are, in different countries are still pretty small. I would say here in Mexico, we have evolved a lot. We are getting bigger. Our competitors are getting stronger. It's been a long way. Some communities are still smaller. There are very strong communities like Peru. They have like international top players. Their skill set is amazing. But as for Mexico, I think we're getting there. We're getting stronger, and I'm very happy to have been for all these years in the community.
That's really good. I mean, I know there are a lot of people out there actually who are really strong players. I know because when we met through a mutual friend actually, and when we first met, I know that you're still streaming and everything, which is good, which is really nice. But I know there's people like Moy Kusanagi, uh,
Yes.
yes, and Moy Kusanagi, um, Lemus Divine, that's his name.
Yes. Divine Exorcist.
Divine
Yes.
Exorcist, yes, and
Yeah.
another Geese Joestar and you guys are very
Yeah.
strong players because I had the privilege of fighting a couple of you guys, but I don't think I've ever fought you before. Maybe that'll change sometime soon. But I fought a couple of them, and you guys are very strong. I really hope to see you guys continue to get more representation in the future because you guys are very strong. That scene is very strong. Um,
Definitely.
yes, yes, definitely. Okay, so I do want to ask you something because I know that you just came back home from actually like being in Guatemala and you had a tournament. So
Yeah.
tell us what that was like. I know you scored second place. So, or first place. Was it first place or second
It was
place for him?
second. It was
Second.
second.
Okay.
Second.
So tell us about that.
It was an amazing experience. I was so happy to be there. Our competition was very tough. Um, as I was mentioning, the Peruvian community is extremely strong. I think my skill set is not there yet. I had the honor of fighting Abel Del Maestro on grand finals and on winners finals. I lost to him twice, but I'm still very proud of what I did there, and it really was an honor. He's an amazing player. I was very, very happy that I got that experience.
That's really good. And you got to travel and everything. I hope you were careful, with COVID and
Yes,
everything.
of course.
Yes, yes, good, good. But I'm very happy for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm glad that because you play Oscar, and I also play Oscar too, but my main is Katarina. But I play Oscar on the side. But you have a very good Oscar because I don't know if you know, but last week here I had Fergus here, and we actually brought you up. Yeah, yeah, we brought you up and he knows that you're a very strong Oscar player because I said that there's this player who's from Mexico and she's amazing like with Oscar. He was like, yeah, yeah, Anya, and I was like, yeah, you know her too. So everything went well. So you definitely are strong in your own right. I can't wait to see how much you grow even more as a player. You definitely haven't reached your limit in terms of potential. I just can't wait to see it. So I'm excited for you. I know you next tournament you'll go to, you'll most likely score first place. But you're making waves. You should be very proud of yourself. You really should.
Thank you so much, Tess. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Okay, so do you have any I know this is a part where, do you have any shout outs to anybody who you want to, just for people to check out as well? Because I know we mentioned moykusanagi, but is there anyone else from your scene that you really would like to see them gain more exposure, or you think they're very strong?
Yes. Well, right now that you mentioned a couple of our players, Divine, Geese, and Moy, you are mentioning three of our top players already here in Mexico.
Mhm.
I believe right now I would say Divine and Geese are the strongest players here, at least on the competitive side. And I would love to for them to have more exposure, but they don't really do a lot of social media and stuff.
Okay.
Right now, there's also somebody that I consider very strong, EltonDox. He is a Kazuya player. I don't know
Okay.
if you've seen him around. He also plays on PS4 sometimes. He is very, very, very strong as well, and he does stream on Twitch. So those Moy. So shout outs to them. I'm very proud of what they've done so far.
That's really good. Okay, so that Kazuya player as well, make sure you give me the link so I can get put the link in the description so they can they can see his Twitch or
Of
her Twitch
course,
as well.
I will.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so um what's next? Like, I know you just done this tournament, and I know you stream, and you are always on a grind, you're always doing something, and you is great. So what's next for you in terms of Tekken, in terms of like pushing to the next level? What's next for you?
Okay, so in all honesty, I've been very anxious about mostly playing online. I was used to traveling more and competing, in person. But I feel like right now, well, it's very difficult, So I think I'm gonna start playing more online, perhaps competing a little bit more. I was trying to avoid online tournaments as much as possible because it
Yeah.
makes me so anxious. But I think I'm gonna start signing up for a little bit more of online tournaments. I think I'm gonna get back there in ranked. I just stopped at Emperor on PC. It was giving me a lot of anxiety, but I think I'm gonna aim for a little bit of a higher rank,
Mhm.
and I'll keep hosting and organizing more tournaments because I do organize them because I want to see the community still playing. We're actually having a women's tournament on this Saturday coming up.
Okay.
So that's one of the activities that we're going to be having, but I'll try to keep organizing. The Tekken World Tour Online is coming up, so I want my community to have more exposure as well, and I'll be working on more events and trying to play a little bit more online for myself to, get more experience and get better.
That's good. All of that is really good. Now is the time too. I think competitive season for Tekken is in full swing right now. Like you just mentioned with the TWT events and everything like that. This is all very good. And make sure you when you do the all women's tournament, I'll definitely retweet it and everything, because that's
All
really
right,
good.
thank you.
I can't imagine what it's like to organize a tournament. I haven't done yet, but it probably involves a lot of multitasking.
Yes,
Yes.
it
So
does.
yes. So just retweet that for me. In terms of playing online, I also know the feeling of feeling anxious when playing ranked online. Like when
Yeah.
I first started Tekken 7, I was so scared of clicking that ranked button. It's like my heart was just palpitating ever since when I would play it. But everything's getting better now. But you'll get Omega in like a breeze. I have this feeling like you'll get it in a breeze. You're a very good player. So yeah, that's about it. Now, um, as terms of Mexico, I know the scene we talked about. I think me and Fergus talked about the Mexican scene, the Mexico scene, Latin American scene. In terms of that, with the strongest players, do you think that we'll see a lot more of them in the TWT events coming up online?
I really hope so. I'm trying to make them participate as much as possible. I think, especially Divine and Geese, they have a pretty good shot at doing something great right there. Um, I feel like they're also not completely comfortable with online competition. We were
Mhm.
used to at least traveling around here in Mexico, but I hope I'll try to, cheer for them as much as possible so they can participate in everything. And I really hope we can do something great.
I know you guys can. That's really, really good. So Thank you guys, everyone, for actually watching this video. Thank you, Anya, for stopping by. Make sure you follow her. I'll put her links down in the description box below. Follow her. Follow all the top players from Mexico, and I'll definitely put their links in the description. Make sure you give them to me, Anya, so I don't forget.
Yeah.
And aside from that, thank you so much for watching. You all have a great day. Bye.